Let me put the questions on the chat. First five, one, and more, six. Great. And now let me split the rooms. Da-da-da-da. Breakout rooms. Da-da-da. Guys, well, before 10 minutes to stop the immersion, I come back to my room. So relax, just have a good conversation. And if you have some problem, please reach me. Okay? Accept the invite and go to the breakout room and be respectful and try to have fun. Wowsing. Oh, great. So let's start. Please, Mateus, could you introduce yourself? Just to tell them a little bit words about it.
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. My name is Matheus. Good morning. I have 30 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro, in a small city in Itaguaí, interior in the Rio de Janeiro. I'm a data analyst. I work in this area. There are 3 years. I work in the other types of the companies, but today I work full time as a data analyst in the industry. My free time, I like read books. I like talk with my friends. I like learning English. Learning English for me it's very essential because I use in my days English for learning some tools or talk to the other people in English or use in my activities because in a data area do you the people use English every day for read the some documents, talk to the any people. And for me, learning English it's fundamental for me, for my area and for my life.
Sure.
And that's it.
Okay, Caroline, please, could you introduce?
Yes. Morning, you all. I'm Caroline. I'm 32. Um, now I'm a designer and work with marketing, branding, and communication. Now I'm employed. I'm looking for a job. If any of you know something about it, please let me know. And I like to swim, read, play chess, uh, study English, and doing. I like to make my dishes, cooking.
Oh,
I
great.
I'm from Taurus,
Invite me.
so maybe São Vicente is not that far.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So I guess this is it. I
Yeah,
also
great.
like video game as well.
Oh, perfect. Well, I don't exact. That's weird, né? I love video games, but I never play. I don't know. I have a console, a old console, Xbox 360, and the well, that's uh maybe the video game should be in some corner of my apartment, but I never play it. I don't know what happened. I like to I like seeing play people playing video games. Particularly, I love playing as a team. So yeah, I like to play alone, but I prefer play with another person. But yeah, I could play the both ways, but I never play. I don't know. Sometimes I play on my cell phone, but I don't play directly consoles on TV actually. So let's answer the question number one. How can educational video games enhance critical think and the problem solve skills in students? Well, I'm not considered an expert from this aspect about not specific video games, but specific uh, theory behind the teaching and other stuffs. But I watched some videos, some interviews, and some people, particular people, love maths and the other stuffs. Uh, one, uh, they are solving a problem in your head, in their heads. Uh, they construct planning some aspects. So in this case, video game is similar because sometimes it's not so how do you say natural, but you play and you can't pass through the phase, and then suddenly you play again and again and again, and suddenly you have a kind of structure in your brain, and suddenly you solve this problem. And particularly because kids and the teenagers play a lot uh, instantly or instinctively, actually. You use the same way to solve problems in your life. So, according to some experts, this kind of situation could help us to solve structured problems. But it's a kind of ability. So in this case, you should practice in in another situations when involve emotional things is not so how do you say, not so good actually, because for example, if you just play, you don't never see another person, never interact with another person. uh, there are some part of abilities and skills certainly you don't practice and you don't uh, be became better in these aspects. I used to say, particular when you talk about technology in the future, it sounded like, I'm not sure, but it sounded like in the future everything should be or you do by robots and the softwares and the other stuff. So in this case, for us, is just one thing to have to do: interact. Interaction if you are not a human. So in this case, it's necessary to reserve part of your time nowadays to try to uh, improve this ability because it's very, very important, particularly in the future. So that's it. It's just a point of view. And you, Caroline, could you tell me something about it?
Let me try and understand this question because I think it's about educational video games. It's something different from usual.
Well, you don't have exactly a rule on Talk and Talk. You could answer the question number one. You could choose another question or create another question. And particular the question number one, I mentioned education of video games, but you could use any kind of video game. So because the structure is similar, the guys, yeah. If you, for example, use a God of War or a kind of another video game, is a little different when you talk about education of video games, but the structure is similar. So in this case, you could answer the question using any kind of video game, any kind of game actually. Particular board game too is not exactly so different.
Yeah, I guess,
For example,
uh,
chess, you mentioned chess,
yes,
is there are a kind of situation in your brain. You divide, you have a strategy. So this kind of situation improve your brain when you will solve some problem.
yeah. Chess. It's a game we can actually play
Sure.
at video games or internet. So
Yeah.
it's totally strategy and math. So it's a good game. I love it. So I'm maybe the person that I can talk about it a lot of things and a lot of hours. But I about the first question, I can only say by myself because I'm not a gamer actually. I really
Mhm.
enjoy video games. I like um, last game that I played. It Takes Two, and I don't know if you guys know this game. It's from PlayStation, I guess.
Your name is Take It Two?
It Takes Two. It Takes Two. It's so famous because it won uh, a a premium. I don't know if this word is correctly, but in 2021, I guess. So it's a history from a couple playing um, adventures by themselves because they are separated, and it's
Oh,
a no. It's very nice. So it takes two, and it needs two-person to person, yes, person to play at the same time. So we have to think about the rules and resolve things a lot. We have to talk with our friends personally and not kill each other. I don't know if that's what I'm asking the question, but I think it's simplifying things. We have to think and learn and interact. I don't know.
yeah,
I
could be.
do it with ourselves. Um, I guess everything makes us think. It's important for our brain. Strategies or talk or communication or so. I guess video game is a good thing, but like everything else, if it uh, was a addiction or
Yeah,
addicted to playing, it's not good. But so
in some case,
yeah, some case if you are addicted, no, it's not a good thing. Like everything else.
certain. Yeah, exactly. And
I
you,
sh-
Mateus, when you were talking, and the same time, Mateus was searching on the internet, particular, I believe that you have an answer.
Yes, I searched the internet Take Two because in the past I work PlayStation, but Take Two Take Two I put in the internet. I see the different game, né? I'm not não conhecia, né, o jogo, mas it's
Yeah,
different. Well, about the question number one, uh, I think the play games help many people for this generation, but the any people in general, because the video games have many challenges and are very interactive with today new generation because there are many challenges, many graphics, and the people learning when see these challenge de see this interaction, interaction,
Yeah,
and I think it's that contribute a lot to learning another thing. For example, there are many games, how can I say, uh, games this, where there are many challenges. For example, God of War. It's a game, but it's a game, big game because do you pass many hours for the people play because there are many challenges in the way. But it's a game, uh, in the people, uh, em some challenges, tem que pensar, né, um pouco. And for me, it's a good because I like I don't know in English, de me desafiar assim, né, em some situation. And for me, I like mais, what's the how how can pass this game, for example. Today I'm not a play game because I don't have many time. I don't have time. But in the past, I like very well the games. I see in the internet some video, but today I'm not play video game because my time uh, it's very I don't have many times for play, but I like see there's some videos about this game, and today the game is there are many challenges and the graphics are many I don't know in English, dynamics, and
could be.
the people today like see the new movements in the games. And today I think it's the future. There are many challenges in the video game. For example, I learning English in some years. Play video games because I see the personagem, né? Talk in English and read the legends. And for me, it's a good because in the past, I'm learning. I don't have many
Well,
contacts with the English, but with the when I play video games, I see the people talk the English. And I think for the generate today, it's a good this types again.
yeah. I consider so incredible uh, the imagination from these guys to create play video games. So that's weird. I was reading Takes Two is a relationship game. So that's so nice. And I never see, but my cousin was talking about a video game is called Chained Together. Chained Together uh, is a couple, uh, not exactly a woman and the man, but two persons, and they are chained, tied together, and have to face a lot of challenges. But the legs are tied one of the other, so that's really weird. And it sounded like a good one because my cousin was very excited about it. So I don't know. The guys have so much uh, good imagination to create these things. I was watching uh, an interview, and the guys was telling about the on movies. I love movies and TV shows, actually. But nowadays or recently, the last times the don't have so good movies, so creative movies. And the people used to say, "Oh, these guys should be the same uh, creative brain want to talk about movies if you compare video games, because there are so many creative video games. Well, the question number two, in what ways can video games promote collaboration, teamwork in education setting? I believe that. I believe that. Uh, Normally, you want to talk about games, is the most part of the time, I believe, is one face another person. Yeah. So in this case, you could play alone, but there are some circumstances when you play a collaborative game. I believe that is, uh, as I told you, in the future, I believe, I could be wrong, certainly, but I believe that in the future, this kind of ability became much more important because, yeah, I don't know. I don't talk about I may be 10 years in the future, but could be 20 years in the future. It sounds like well, cars, it's not necessary you drive. And there are uh, intelligence artificial doing a lot of things. So uh, I don't know, but certainly it's just rest for us interact if you're another human. So in this case, I believe that is important. And yeah, the kids don't use it to uh, I don't know, play when I was a kid. It's much more interactive way because you have to face another person, but personally, when off and in front of each other. So in this case, you have to. It's necessary some kind of ability to solve some problems. And today, well, you improve a lot of things, but particularly in this aspect, is a little weird because, for example, you go to the restaurant and the couple or the family is just look at the cell phones and don't interact each other. So it's not exactly a terrible situation, but as Carolina told you, sound like addiction. I don't know. So in this case, I believe that video games could promote this kind of ability and yeah, uh, in a certain way. For example, particularly in a company, it's not a real thing because sometimes in a company there are departments and these departments sound like face another sound enemy. So but the concept is, yeah, we are in the same team, you have the same goal, so in this case is necessary this kind of situation. What's mean? Play, work as a team, searching the same goal. So that's it. And you, Matheus?
Yes, I think the games promotes the some situation work in a group. For example, there are some games and the people talk the other people online, and there are many challenges in the games,
Hmm.
and two people work together for resolve one problem. And I think the types the game I think is good. It's not all the games it's in this form because there are games and the people don't like talk to other people. The people prefer talk play video games and talk to other people. But there are some games and the people work in a group for resolve a challenge. And I like
Sure.
this type of the games. And uh, these types of games in the world real, for example, in a company, for example, I think once the people that these interactions in the fora da empresa, né, this in the game, for example, it's a good for resolve some problems and relationship in the company because the people talk the other people very good. There are good relationships. The people like talk. The people work in a group, and I think it's a good ability, a good skills today in the when the people uh, like talk the people and work in a group. But the games today promote this ambience for the people practice a talk and work in a group because today it's a many difficult in the for example I work in a data area and I work in the some people in the others company these people don't like talk the other people for example and in a company it's a complicated because the company do you talk the other people do you talk the other people the different sectors the company and these interactions this work in a group this resolve this problem I think is the uh, play video games today the some games promote this ambience and for me it's a good for the people training some abilities for example uh, learning English because the in general the games or the USA it's a great part of the games or the USA the learning English learning problems resolve the patience because I think is play games promotes the people desenvolver a paciência. And it's a good skill for the
Sure.
people use when a relationship, particular relationship or the company. And
Mhm.
I think it's not all the games, but there are many games promotes the people learning some skills and the patience, work in a group, talk the people, work in a team. I think is they play games today promote this ambience.
Sure. Great, my friend. And you, Caroline?
I guess as a designer, I believe the games can help, not specifically video games, but I guess video game as well, interact with our mind and help we interact with each other to learn something.
Yeah,
So I guess nowadays the video games use the same thing that we use in UX design. I don't know if you know about UX, but like it takes two. As I said before, it's it's an adventure, um, but it made for two people. So we have to communicate. We have to think. We have to try, laugh. We have um, I guess the whole package. It's a way to to learn something, interact, anything.
great. No problem. Uh, I'm I'm creating a new question for you guys. Uh, which kind of video game you prefer, console or cell phone? And could you mention prefer or the best video game that you have played in your life? Mateus, could you answer? Choose another any kind.
Uh, Today I prefer to play games when I have a time in my cell phone, but
Yeah.
there are one specific games, uh, but I don't. There are, I don't remember the name of the games today, but this type of game help me. For example, uh, desenvolver pensamento analítico. I don't know. Não remember in English this phrase, mas desenvolver meu pensamento analítico. And today, working na data area, I use this. For example, I use one skills, and the skills I learn in the past one again. Understand? And for me, it's in my area de ter o pensamento analítico is fundamental. For example, in a data area, in a technology area in general, there are many tools. For example,
Okay.
Power
But
BI,
but this kind of video game, you have fun when you playing this kind of. I'm talking about have fun, just relax. You, I don't know, you could have fun with this kind of situation, but that you you choose this kind of video game to when you have fun too.
yes, yes, yes. For me,
Okay,
I'm learning and I'm fun in the games because
perfect,
I like
perfect.
learning and fun when I play video games in this case.
Sure, great, my friend. I consider, yeah, I would like to have the same feeling because, for example, when I'm, I'm not a coordinated person. So in this case, for example, when this kind of situation, for example, Harry Potter video game, for example, you have a lot of ingredients and you create a potion. So, pick up, I don't know, uh, an ingredient and another ingredient, you have to press X, square, triangle. I don't know. I can't breathe and think at the same time and press the buttons. I don't know what happened. So on this part, I have to request help for my daughter or even my wife because I can't. So in this case, I prefer when I have fun, certainly when you want to have fun, I prefer more simple. Particular, for example, soccer. Can't, I don't know because you have to, the guys, the kids and the teenagers have so much, uh, it sounds like an expert. So, I have to play triangle and the R1 and I don't know. So I can't understand. I can't do this kind of situation. So in this case, I prefer uh, play video games where it's possible. It's easier to play. I don't know. And my my level is different on my mind. I don't know. And you, Caroline?
Well, I like to play. Actually, I don't have video game because I have to study. If I bought a video game, I probably will play every day and every hour. So maybe
Sure, yeah.
it's not a
It's a kind of strategy, né?
yeah, yeah, I won't buy because of it. And
But you have a powerful video game in your hands, né? Because I believe that you have cell phones, né? So in this case, it's not
yes,
possible to
I like to play
avoid.
Harry Potter, a Wizard World. There's
Oh
an
yeah,
app. It's nice to play, but it's a game which have wait and play and wait again and play because
yeah.
they
So boring, so boring.
charge uh, the time, the coins and everything else.
Yeah, yeah. I hate this thing. I hate.
I like soccer as well. I do have a team,
Yeah.
and I don't know a lot about soccer, but I try to make my team good, so it's
Yeah.
working. I like to Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, great.
I'm good with Kitana, and I know Fatalis as well.
Yeah.
So I'm
For me,
considered
it's the same situation. You have to press everyone, I don't know, and the think and the brief, and I don't know. I can't do this kind of stuff.
I don't have real games, so I'm with you because I don't know where it's the triangle or ellipse or anything else. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I'm trying. If I did had a player, I probably I will be better because I'm practicing and practicing make this good perfection and anything. I like to fight uh games, combat games, I guess.
really?
And it started games like It Takes Two or Medal of Honor. It's a I guess I don't know if there's this game from
Yeah,
PlayStation, but I used to play on my PC. Um, Counter Strike as well to live stream.
yeah,
I played. Um, I think my boyfriend will come here, and I think I will ask him to bring his video game.
yeah.
It's good to play together.
How about the VR kind of you have some kind of experience? Just have an one experience, but it's not exactly a game. It sounds like a movie. You It's about the Jurassic World or something like that. That's incredible. There is I don't know, a kind of it's a brontosaur. I'm not so I'm not s- I don't know if it's the same word in English, but is so he was seated and you could that's wonderful. Now you could see for any kind of corner, uh, and there are image in the 360 degrees, and the dinosaur was sitting and suddenly I have to stand up to reach some leaves top of this tree. That's so incredible. It sound like immersion. You sound like you feel really uh into the this world, inside of this world. And so that's really wonderful. But I never play this kind of VR or these glasses and the other stuff. And you have some experience on this kind of VR video games, guys. Mateus?
Sorry, Kat, I don't understand the question.
I
What the
I
question?
just created, or could you be the number eight? I talk about the VR, the glasses, where you could sound like a immersion inside of the situation. I'm have just one experience on talk about the move, Jurassic World, yeah, where you use the glasses and you uh, got inside of this field where there are a lot of dinosaurs, and you, as you told, the one dinosaurs was seated, and the suddenly you these dinosaurs stand up and to reach some leaves top of the tree, and the that's incredible because you could move your head 360 degrees, and you there are images in a lot of different aspects. So you in your life you play this kind of video game, use these VR glasses or another tool.
There are one, the computer, his name is Left for Dead. It's zombie games, and I like the zombie games because there are some moments the games ends. It's funny during the
Great.
these moments because uh, the impressions passes the people stay inside the game. And
Yeah.
for example, there are many years, but I'm saying my house and it's the nights 10 p.m. for example, and I play this game.
Oh, great.
But these games, there are moments the people it's the first personal, and there are many moments the personal it's a calm ambience, never problem, but em, do nada aparecia alguma coisa, você tinha que tomar uma ação ali, você tomava um susto. In some cases, it's funny, but there are moments no, because
A
there
little
are moments
anxious.
the people, yes, it's the people, and there are moments that I'm staying, how can I say, distraído, and I notice, não estava preparado para na hora receber um susto assim do nada, né? And
Sure.
I like these types of the game, and the people inside the game. It's they have these moments. I like these types of games. There
Great.
are others this type, but this specific game, it's I like. It's an action. The it's a game action, and there are these type the moments.
Great. And you, Caroline, you have ever used this kind of VR or another stuff?
I did once.
Oh,
Uh,
great.
it was uh, not actually a video game, but I think it was something like that. It was in a exposition from Itaú,
Oh, yeah. I
and
remember I have this kind of experience once too.
but actually I really can't use that thing because I felt dizzy. So it was strange for me. It was I felt really dizzy. So I guess I do have labyrinthitis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, depends on the person particular 3D move, or something. Some people feel not so well when watching this kind of thing. But yeah, I believe that maybe is just a first experience. Maybe if you use more time, more times, it's possible to adapt for this situation because I'm feel some that's weird, because I used to frequent a gym where I do exercise, and there is a guy. A lot of times they use VR on the bicycle. So I'm not sure because I don't talk with this guy, but a lot of times I observe, I notice the guy take VR from the gym and use the glasses and became doing exercises inside of the bicycle. Probably, I believe that is some kind of adventure on the bicycle. I don't know, or motorcycle. I don't know. It's or well, it don't have limits for the imagination. So it's case. Well, I I believe that uh, there are a lot of perspective in this sport. Uh, I, in my opinion, what is nowadays so hard now because the people don't have interest in not nowadays, always, during the people don't use it to have interest in studying the other stuff. the most part of the time. So I believe that video games could be a wonderful tool uh, to help us to let the studies better, not better, but more attractive, help us because sometimes it's so hard to uh, have interest or not have interest, but have a sound like I don't know. Sometimes it's so hard because you have a lot of tasks in your brain. You have a personal life, you have a professional life. So when you have a certain part of the time, you don't have study. You have to do another stuff. But that's it. Iago, you wanted to be some wanted to make some question. Okay, go ahead, my friend.
No, I didn't because I think I just clicked the raise hand.
Okay, okay, okay.
It was not my
Well,
intention.
uh, how was the conversation on your breakout home, my friend Iago?
Yes, it was nice. We talked a little bit about. We almost answered all the questions. It was just the number 11 that we
Oh,
didn't
great.
answer. So we were able to talk about both subjects,
Yeah,
about educational and about video
yeah,
games in general. It
that's
was
nice.
nice because Samuel he's like playing video games and he shares some interesting thoughts.
Yeah,
And Wowzen is also likes playing video games, and he has a daughter, so he
sure.
brought his point of view of that to us too. It was very nice.
Great. And you, my friend, Samuel.
What I think the immersion.
Yeah. How about the immersion? How you
Ah,
do feel and that's
awesome. Our
what's the
immersion
conversation?
is good, but the theme specifically I love it because how the Iago say I love to play video games and I feel good with the immersion.
Yeah, great. Andy, you also go ahead, my friend. Could you tell me a little bit?
Yes, I like so much this talks like this, and it's very interesting. Talk about video games. I think everything like a video games for on mother, other mother, for example, and traditional video games and the app like games, for example, to learn English is like a Duolingo. This is a video game to
Yeah,
learn English.
yeah. Uh,
It's very
that's the idea.
interesting.
That's the idea.
Yeah. I learn a lot in my
Great.
beginning with Duolingo. I like so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Today I don't see any catch on the Iago video, but maybe in the next in another day, man. Don't have cats today on your room, my friend Iago.
I
Because
have one
every time
here.
that yeah, I
That's another here, but she's
yeah,
sleeping.
sure, great. Well, don't have more time for today, but I would like to desire for you guys a wonderful day, a wonderful week. I put the link for the research on the chat. You could answer, provide new topics for the next immersions. I try to do my best. I try to promote a good conversation, encourage people, but sometimes I commit mistakes, certainly. And I consider a lot if you answer the question and provide some tips and the other stuff. So, as you told, one more time, I desire for you guys a wonderful day, and I hope in the next week maybe you participate in my immersion again. Bye bye, guys.
Thank Thank
Bye bye,
you.
See
people. Have a
you.
good
Bye bye.
day. Bye bye.